Hey guys, Sleepy VA here. So today, one of you recommended to me to read a Wattpad, um, what is it? Wait, a Wattpad imposter story. So apparently it's not rated as good and it's not too popular. But, um, the one who recommended this to me is called Sunny Ammo. She used to be a hater in my official channel, but she's kind of nice now. Apparently, she chat me on Discord. Yes, I revealed my Discord account there in my community tab in my other channel, and I'm hoping you could subscribe here. Okay, I wasn't really planning on reading this, but apparently I love Wattpad a lot, and I think I wanna read this. So go ahead and follow Cats Everywhere for creating this story. 124 people have already read this story, and no one has actually left a comment, so I guess we can be the first. There are 2 stars rated, but I don't think it should be like that. I'm using my phone to record RN, but I'm using a good microphone. And yeah, you might hear some laptop clicking noises. I'm really sorry for that. And yeah, so apparently this story is called Crew Postor Among Us. I guess we can read it now. So this is the first time uh Cats Everywhere 4 has written a story. She said or he said, "This is my first time writing a story. I'm so sorry if I'm not up to standards. Thanks to Straight Chicken 23 for encouraging me to write this story. Bareface. Enjoy the story. Sorry if it's not too dragged out for you. I created this story cover using PixArt. Sorry if my story is too similar to any story because I had the thought of the plot myself, but I don't know if anyone else had already written a story similar to it. P.S. Cringeworthy. So, um, please do not worry, Cats Everywhere 4. I genuinely love any type of a story, and I don't really care if, if basically if the story concept is not too good, I can give comment, and yeah. So I'm planning to read it to you guys. It's a really good rated fanfic based on Sunny's opinion. Okay, so there's the first picture that says, "Crewmate, there are 2 imposters among us." So apparently the protagonist here is Black, who has wolf ears. Okay, so chapter 1, selection. Let me get ready to act for you guys, okay? I'm gonna cut this first, and yeah. Okay, we're just gonna be fooling around with this fanfic because I want this to be quite of a funny and enjoyable video for you guys. So let's start. There are 2 imposters among us. This was not part of the job description. A month ago, I graduated from the Space University, which is a place that specializes in training inspiring youths to become astronauts. To be honest, I was surprised that my application into the university was accepted, much less graduate from it. Seeing that it was very prestigious, what's better was that my friend D and I had graduated together. We were planning to apply for the top paying job in the world, an astronaut. But not any astronaut will be maintaining the most advanced spaceship out there, the Skeld. Cat, I never understand why you don't like attention. I will be well known. You can just stay in the spaceship and live your life without acknowledgement. The amazing D and the lame cat. Such a shame that potential had to go to a boring person like you. D mocked me jokingly while we waited for the interview results. There are probably around 100 people in the waiting room. In my opinion, D was always an attention seeker. In university lectures, she would make herself known by interrupting the lecture so often. She would be given multiple warnings by the lecturer before finally stopping. Everyone called her Attention B. The ironic thing is, best friends have many traits that contrast each other, such as I and D. Unlike D, I don't really want attention. I don't really see any advantages of attention. Isn't it stressful? One wrong move and everyone's gonna hate you. But I guess people like D have their reasons. But for some reason, the main reason why I'm her friend. Sure then, attention B, I replied cheekily. Best friends would never turn you on, right? At least they would appreciate me more than you would. All you do all day is yap about space. I rolled my eyes and smiled. These certainly didn't prioritize her grades. A few moments later, the interviewer came out. Everyone immediately straightened up. The room was silent. Even the popular attention bee was quiet and tense, which was usually not like her. These 10 people have been selected for the job. Ray, Dee, Mina, Sophie, Grass, Carrot, Berry, Kira, Impasta, and the interviewer squinted at the paper, obviously weirded out by the name. I held my breath. Cut. I was surprised. Yes! Dee grabbed me by my shoulders and shook me violently. Please come with me. The interviewer beckoned the 10 of us to follow him into a room. I was excited, too excited to process why we were following. Once gathered in the room around the table, the man told us, Congratulations for getting the job. I'm Daniel. Now please choose your suit design. Once done, it will be mailed to you in a week before you start working, which is 26th of August, along with the instructions on how you operate the ship, as if you need it. Seeing that you have trained for this since you started at your respective universities, on that day, you start working, arrive here. The scout will be here waiting at 3 p.m. sharp. I took a copy of the suit design. Selection template. What immediately caught my eye was the black suit and wolf ears. That would be nice. That would be a nice combination. It would fit my name quite well. I mean, wolf ears are certainly the closest thing to cat ears. They wouldn't match with any other suit color, since it's only available in the color black. Without any hesitation, I ticked the options black, wolf ears, and submitted it to the man. I caught a glimpse of Dee's design. A yellow suit with a banana? Of course she would choose that silly design. I bet she's gonna announce that she's a banana to everyone on the first day of work. Chapter 2. Hmm. Fast forward a few weeks. It was finally time for me to board the Skeld. I felt a tingling sense of excitement that I have not felt it in a few years. Last time I felt that, I was probably 12 boarding a plane for traveling overseas for the first time. Ray, Mina, Sophie, Grass, Carrot, Berry, Kira, Impasta, and me. I muttered under my breath. Where's Dee? Hello everyone! The banana is here! 10 of our heads, including Daniel's, turned around to see Dee in her banana suit. She looked really stupid in it. Of course, as expected of attention bee, she doesn't take things seriously. Everyone entered the Skeld. The cafeteria. There are signs that you can follow to lead you there. Daniel explained. But before we start, I will explain to you the purpose of the Skeld. The Skeld travels between Earth and Polus. Polus? That guy we learned about in history lessons? He got an entire planet named after him. How can I have one named after me too? Dee asked excitedly. Her eyes twinkled with determination. She was actually serious about it. The Skeld transports alien parasites to Earth from the Polus for further research. Don't worry, they're safely contained, so there will be no danger to you. Daniel continued, ignoring Dee's interruption. However, those parasites can break out of containment easily. They can take over. Dee was trigger happy at this point. She jumped onto the steps of the ship and I launched herself inside. I could have sworn I heard a scream somewhere, but perhaps that was a figment, a figment of my imagination. But I was nearly ready to jump in the ship to save her. Mina saw what was happening. I'm not sitting here anymore. She boarded the ship too. Another slightly muffled scream came out. Nobody seemed to notice. Perhaps I was going crazy recalling when I boarded the roller coaster. It looked like this safe ship and had nearly made me pee my pants. Daniel gave up explaining about the alien parasites. He assigned the roles to the 10 of us, asking us to relay the information to Mina and Dee, who were in the ship. I entered the ship. I was actually relieved that we were able to get away from Daniel. He sounded like a video game character giving me tutorials that I had already learned in the Space University. but, but on the other hand, he was talking about space parasites. The professor never covered alien parasites before. I'm an astronaut, not a biologist, he had said. I felt like Dee and Mina had pressed the skip button just as we reached the most helpful part of the tutorial. Wow, thanks, Dee. I took one last look at the towering Skeld. It was mostly gray with some neon blue lights wrapping around it, like it was some sort of oddly deformed gift box. Sorry, okay. It's me again, Sleepy VA. Sorry that I pressed the microphone. Yeah. It seemed like some oddly deformed gift box. I boarded what seemed like a very dark spaceship that has relatively bright rooms, contrary to what was seen on the outside. The 8 of us entered the cafeteria. There were roughly 5 tables there. A large TV slanted on the ceiling. The floors were checkered orange and diluted yellow, like a pizzeria I had dined in a year ago. In the middle of a table, I saw a bright red button. It said emergency meeting. I had approached the button. My visor suddenly lit up. Crewmate Cat 2 has 2 emergency meetings left. Cool. The others seemed surprised at what the suit was capable of too. Where was Dee and Mina? I examined my surroundings and finally saw them. They were sitting at the corner of the cafeteria. I was surprised that the vibrant yellow and blue suits were able to blend into the shadows quite well. Dee probably realized that they were spotted, reluctantly beckoned Mina to join the crowd. That wasn't like her. She hadn't known Mina before. Why was she acting such familiarity with Mina? Furthermore, she was trying to draw attention to herself, and that goofy face was now replaced with a solemn, fierce one. There must be an explanation for this. Perhaps Dee was really determined to have a planet named after her and didn't want anyone to get in the way. Everyone looked at Dee and Mina angrily as if saying, "You made us skip the explanation on the most important part of the tutorial." Not cool. Dee and Mina shrugged it off. Okay, I hope you like this part. This was this is credit to Cats Everywhere for I love the way she wrote this, and I'm pretty sure she deserves credit for this. That's why I'm mentioning her here, even if I'm not a popular voice actor yet. But I probably won't. I just enjoy doing this, and yeah. So if you're yearning for part two, I will most likely voice it for you guys. And sorry, Kind Master cut me off there. So I will most likely um continue this soon since this might be too long. So apparently this is not even the finish of chapter 2. I only read chapter 1 and partly chapter 2. There's still a quarter left of chapter 2 that I need to read to you guys, but I'll probably continue that in the next video. My voice hurts, and hopefully that you could appreciate it by liking the video. Again, I hope you enjoyed. This is Sleepy VA saying bye.